Government will begin a census next week to ascertain the makeup of scores of shantytowns across the country. The national effort will begin this week here in the capital with a view to eliminating the makeshift settlements and determining an alternative. Now, the issue was thrust into the spotlight recently by another in a series of fires in the Mud Abaco earlier this year. Keishla Adderley tells us more.
Navigating through this tight space, home base, and a business spot in one of 11 shantytowns the government will assess in a census starting Sunday here in the capital.
We're trying to ascertain how many residents are in each shantytown, their ages, whether the children are in school, whether there are any disabilities. There's a whole series of questions, some 13 questions that we're trying to ascertain.
The aim to get rid of shantytowns. Minister Folks qualified homes set to be demolished this way.
Any home that's not built to code, to the Ministry of Works code, will be demolished.
Nelford Gilcoot's home may fit that category. He claims to be a permanent resident living in the Bahamas since 1979.
I live in here. I find nobody give me problem. Right now, the government say some I supposed to accept, right? Because I can't do nothing.
Minister Folks says the government has met with the Haitian Bahamian Association, Haitian Pastors League, Rights Bahamas, and the Seventh-day Adventist and Catholic churches, among others, which encompass the faith of most Haitian migrants. Under a microscope since the latest fire in the Abaco shantytown earlier this year, we asked Minister Folks,
what's the biggest thing you've learned since doing those assessments?
The shantytowns, the average shantytown in New Providence and in Abaco is about 50 to 60 years old. They were all developed around farms before communities were built around them. And what happened was as subdivisions developed, the shantytowns stayed.
This man, who is of Haitian descent, opted not to appear on camera, only telling us he's at odds with the idea for one main reason.
If they're trying to help people build or help them advance or progress more, I don't feel like they should do a census if it's not for a cause, you know? So what's the cause? Either you're going to take people out or you're going to make people better.
But in the face of pushback, Minister Folks and his commission colleague, Foreign Affairs Minister Darren Henfield, insist the days of shantytowns are numbered, carefully but surely.
They're working out plans and alternatives for housing alternatives for the residents.
We as a government has taken a holistic approach as to how we deal with these unregulated communities, and we are determined to remove them from the landscape of the Bahamas.
Keishla Adderley, ZNS Network News.